talk a lot on the desks how Dust2 is a pretty open map. It's one of the easier maps to play for mixed teams or for new teams if you're not as practiced. There's a couple of simple executes you can go for that can work, where you pretty much exploit the standard CT setups. So what the CTs do usually is they have 3 players going towards long to secure long control. One player is probably holding a flash or mollying A house early on, while one goes towards pit to secure a crossfire with the second player here if the Ts are going in early, so that they can, battle them and don't allow them to get that long control. The B players usually both go B early on. They throw a molly or a smoke or an A, depending what they have or what their agreement is, to hold off any early pushes or rushes towards the B bomb site. The variations of this is sometimes you boost players up cat and hold long passively. You boost a player towards the box in CT spawn, or you go for some aggression towards mid or towards lower B, right? But these are the most common passive setups, so to speak. So some of the things that the Ts can go for to exploit this is what MOUZ did in this round against Fnatic at Pro League Season 4. Just happened a couple of days ago. So you can see Speedy through a smoke, a flash. He's making some noise here, firing from his AK to draw attention from exactly these 3 players, so they can all be on long, so their rotate towards the B bomb site is super slow, takes a long time. And this is great for MOUZ because even Dennis is in this position boosted up in CT, so they only have Twist on the B bomb side with the AWP to deal with. And this is where MOUZ is a bit too slow. Now, while Speedy was doing all of his jazz, they should have already probably been towards double doors going out, because you can see how olofmeister already realizes what's going on, that there's none of the MOUZ players towards long. He even pushes through their own smoke, gets a lot of information here, but still not much rotation from Fnatic. Still MOUZ goes out mid. They only have Dennis to deal with. They even flash smoke him, molly him off as well, force him to move, so he's not doing anything to help Twist at this point. The problem is there was a deep smoke here, so Oscar with the C4 is playing passively. He doesn't want to drop the bomb in tunnels. Speedy is holding for a cat push, so there's not really support from tunnels now. Everyone's focused towards mid and they're going through window at this point. And Twist gets a couple of great shots here, kills both Nico and Dennis, and because Oscar and Speedy were so far out, that buys him time to reposition. Dennis and Venton are already clearing out mid, so they give him the info that there's no one else coming from mid. He can only focus on tunnels, and this is where he has a big advantage. Pretty much gets the kill on Oscar, repositions, and gets the kill on Speedy as well. So even though they early on only had 1 player there and it looked really good for MOUZ, the fact that they didn't have support from B tunnels and the fact that Twist hit some amazing shots really ruined the round for them. But you could see what the general idea was, right? So moving on to Fnatic versus G2. This was at the ECS LAN finals. Now, G2 is probably the team we talk about the most when you talk about this playstyle. They have really good change of pace on this map, good combination of loose playstyle and also some, set executes mostly towards the A bomb site with smokes, mollies, and so on. So this is the first gun round after they lost the pistol round against Fnatic. You can see how immediately they're going towards B tunnels in force. They throw the molly early on, pretty much just to force the B players to, pay more attention towards the tunnels, which allows them to go out mid. And you can see how they are running. Unlike MOUZ, who was a bit too slow in going out mid, they're already out mid, they smoked it off. And here is where they even, Fnatic makes the mistake of splitting up. They have Dennis focused on tunnels, Olaf focused on mid, while ideally you would have both players focused on either of the two, right? So you can try and clear out one area and then focus on the other, because right now you'll see what happens. olofmeister, he gets 1 kill but immediately gets traded. He's there by himself. Dennis turns around to try and clear out mid, but he gets immediately shot in the back. And 30 rounds in, it's pretty much a 1 round for G2. Fnatic decides to go for the save. They have an AWP to save as well, so a pretty good execution from G2 and a pretty simple one, as you can tell. So a variation of this execute we saw from G2 is where you will go for only one player will try and fake out mid, and the rest of your players will run out B when the CTs, if you know that the CTs defend by going out mid, well, that leaves the B bomb site open for you, right? So why not just exploit that, make some noise here, focus the two players outside of the bomb site, and then you can just push in and get all control, and then play the after plan situation, which is really favorable towards the T's once they get the bomb down. You can see that Nico is already out. He's creeping in, trying to get some contact, trying to draw attention to himself. Throws a molly to clear out the position on the box here. Throws a smoke as well, and that forces a reaction for Wolfmeister. Dennis is going to flash out and run out as well to try and get more information mid. Lacro peeks out from window as well. And Nico here is now going to make contact. Dennis is outside, and this is where Mouse really should go in, because even though there's a smoke there, it doesn't matter. You need to realize what's really important about these types of executes, right? They can be effective, but if done properly. If you are too hesitant, you are pretty much going to lose the round outright. Because look, they don't have any map control on Cat, they don't have any map control on Long. You saw in the previous example how Olofmeister was all the way up A house early on, got a lot of information for his team. So you're pretty much putting all of your eggs in one basket, right? And you need to be aware of that, and you need to be able to act in a split second once Nico, probably in this case, gives you the call that the players are focusing on him towards mid. And here he's dueling with Olofmeister a little bit. Mouse is still waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Nico gets naded. Now, smoke clears, but Lecro immediately throws a molly after it, because why not? They don't hear anything on Long, on Cat. They only know that Nico is towards mid. So there's a good chance that the rest of the team is creeping in B tunnels. He throws a molly. Oscar and Chris, because they're, the first ones in, they get through it, but Speedy and Dennis get caught by it, so Speedy pulls out a smoke to make the incendiary, to turn it off, pretty much to extinguish it, that's the word, and that makes them split up. And because they got the kill on Nico as well, Dennis is focused on tunnels, they have a good crossfire, they're both focused on tunnels at this point, and Mousesports pretty much get shredded. They don't get a single kill here, and it's a flawless round for Fnatic. So you can see how with these types of rounds, it can really be it's really a risky play, so to speak, because if it doesn't work, it looks horrible, but if done properly, it can really, without spending too many resources, it can win you the round, as we saw in G2's case. So to summarize, the most important thing is whether you go for the focus on mid, whether you go for most of your players to go out B, you need to react quickly on a call that your teammate makes. If he says, okay guys, they're focusing on me mid, they're out window, they're outdoor, then you run in, you pop flash, doesn't matter if there's a smoke, a molly, a grenade flying in your face, because you have to realize that you're committed, there's no turning back, you have no map control, you might be getting flanked, you have no idea what's going on, so really you have to pretty much just go for it at that point. So yeah, this was pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna try to make them more frequently right now. I know I've neglected them for a long time, so yeah, hit me up on Twitter or in the comment section if you have any questions, or if you have some suggestions for a future video. Peace.